let's get on to our next topic. All right, now it's time to talk Superman, baby. Ooh, it has been over 24 hours, I think 48 hours now, that the Superman trailer has hit online. And guys, I was nervous about this. Okay, we're going to talk about the impact of the trailer, how much it's done, all this kind of stuff. I was very nervous for the reactions people would have because I want to give this movie a chance. James Gunn hasn't given me a bad movie yet, so I'm like, this should be good, right? That's the only reason. And yeah, man, spend $150 for this dang outfit and my chonies. Get you some underwear, Superman ASMR there. Uh, but when they released that first 30-second teaser, a lot of people were complaining, were angry, said the movie looks cheap, they don't like the color grading, this and that. And I told you, wait for the trailer. The reason they're making the colors pop is so Superman stands out. And yeah, looking at this trailer, I love the way Superman looks in contrast to the whatchamacallit, the cinematography of this movie. Everything about it feels so comic booky and grand. There's definitely things I'm like, how is that going to play like the other superheroes? And will it make the movie feel bloated? I do get that, but I think it's going to work, right? And I thought there would be just as much hate, like 50-50. It's been nothing but positive, guys. I've been seeing so much positivity with this trailer. So, for one, we have here the record that it broke. So, it says here the Superman trailer has over 250 million views across all platforms, the most viewed trailer in Warner Brothers history. This is definitely one of the standout moments. The reason I knew there was actually positivity and the world was going crazy is because celebrities, actors, they were commenting on this movie, and that's a rare thing that happens. I wish I would have piled them up, but I even saw like Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays Kingpin. I saw one of the guys from what the Practical Jokers, like even some of the, like, you know, those Twitter accounts where all they do is just post like weird memes. Everybody, people who are not in the movie space, were talking about how this even if you go on YouTube, you'll see YouTube channels who they talk about other things, but they decided to talk about the Superman trailer because it came out. Like, it is generating buzz. Like, people are actually interested and are seeing a good, hopeful Superman. Even when I scroll on TikTok, oh, the amount of edits I'm seeing with the "There's a star man," and that's just nice to see, man. Like, people think this is such a diss on Henry Cavill or past versions of Superman, but there really was such a wide gap of depressed, sad, gray Superman. And I'm not just talking about Henry Cavill's, because Superman Returns, I know people like that movie and it has its moments. This was a movie too where it was very depressing. If you go back and watch this movie, it's a pretty sad, depressing, dark look at Superman. And so we've had that since what year was this movie came out? When did Superman Returns come out? 2006. From 2006 to now 2024, we have been in the age of sad, dark Superman. Oh, Kumail. What was it? Eldon Kumar was in that movie. I didn't know that. And it's just been like we've missed it. I know we have the what you call Superman and Lois, which I do watch. I know you guys were like, Chris, you should watch that if you want your whole summer. I do, but it wasn't as big as mainstream, right? Is what I mean. Like, that's just kind of the nerds were watching that, and I was enjoying it. I still enjoy that show. It was just kind of nice to see people actually hopeful, excited, looking forward, and seeing people outside of the movie space comment on this and talk about it. Now, there was a comparison chart of how it did compared to other big trailers. So we have movies here like Spider-Man No Way Home, Deadpool Wolverine, and Avengers Endgame. And comparatively, Superman is number 4. Now, of course, these numbers don't necessarily mean that's how much money they'll make in comparison. But I was even surprised it was more than Deadpool and Wolverine. That should kind of show you something of how people are excited for the DC universe and how people are like, I just kind of want to see the DCU start and do all this kind of stuff. Because it's nostalgic to the way the MCU started, right? That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And, you know, these are fair numbers. Endgame and No Way Home, those are big movies. But Superman up there, that's a nice start. That's some good stuff. The other stuff I want to talk about is like all the theories and people things people were proclaiming about this movie. I think the biggest things going around is definitely the Bizarro Superman stuff. People are really thinking we're gonna have Bizarro at the end of this movie, that Ultraman is gonna become Bizarro. I like that theory. You know, the robot here from the comics coming in, like that a lot. But Lex Luthor, there's a Superman trailer in theaters had like extra shots for some reason, which I thought was interesting. If you go out to watch like Sonic or anything like that, you'll get these quick shots of Mr. Terrific and Lex, dude. Lex is just killing it. Lex is just killing it. In fact, here, look, this. I made this the other day because I was getting so excited with the marketing of Superman. I was like, when are we gonna get to this phase of the Superman marketing? You know it's coming. Give it 6-8 months. You're gonna be walking down Wallyville, and then you're like, super Oreos, super stuff Oreos. You're gonna have some crypto pedigree there, and I'm very proud of this Gillette one. I don't know why. I was literally laying in bed and I just decided to make these for funsies. And dude, hire me, marketing. This I just did this Gillette one. Lex Steel holding the razor, perfectly clean cut. Yep. When this level of the marketing hits, it's going to be crazy. And I think they're going to do a big, gigantic marketing push for this movie. They're seeing people are liking it, are excited for it. Ooh, we could get a Superman burger, a Superman this, a Superman that. It's going to go crazy. It's going to be fun marketing. And we also even have GIFs coming around. People also talking about there's already the ongoing joke, which is like the first time in Superman history this has been an ongoing joke. People actually are like, this really is good job. Clark Kent and Superman look very different from each other. And so I've been seeing a bunch of memes of people going, why is there that random guy next to Superman? What does that mean? It's just been funny stuff. And it's just the kind of things. I know there's still the people angry and dislike it. And I know not all Snyder fans are the ones disliking this new Superman. There's some people who were excited for this and were like, I'm just still not behind the suit. Even though it looks I mean, the suit looks fantastic on me. It's going to look fantastic on Cornswear, right? Let's get to that. So it's just been nice to see the impact of this movie actually be good. Because I thought it was going to be misery. I thought it was going to be so much despair and anger. I feel like it was smart then to put out those 30 seconds of that Superman trailer. So you get the complaining all out of the way the first day, and the next day, it's nothing but fun, baby. It's nothing but fun. If I want to bring up any other last minute things from the trailer that I had to talk about. So I already talked about the Ultraman thing that people are wondering. People are loving crypto as well. Like you just saw the beginning of this stream. I try to recreate this and my dog let me die. My dog let me die. But it's okay. I'll get my crypto eventually. No, I love Noah. He's the best boy. I guess there's more people have been speculating with the kaiju in this movie, so we get to see the kaiju, right? And people brought up a great thing that I never really realized with Metropolis, right? You see Batman and you see Metropolis. People always point out, well, I'd rather live in Metropolis because that place is actually clean. It's cut. It's got Superman. There's no crime. In Gotham, it looks scary and dark there. The trade-off between living in Metropolis or Gotham is that in Gotham, yeah, you'll have a guy dressed like a clown or a guy leaving riddles, poisoning the water supply, or robbing a bank. In Metropolis is where you get the alien invasions, is where you get the kaijus, is where you get the, like, larger threats because Superman is there. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's awesome. There's been inside jokes, people saying that the creature is actually going to be Jimmy Olsen, because in the comics, it was like a running gag that Jimmy Olsen was always like a threat. He would either turn giant or anything. I'm trying to find the exact... yeah, this one, Jimmy Olsen takes a potion and then he becomes a giant. Like, that, I don't think that's actually going to happen. There's been a toy leak where it says Lex Luthor with baby kaiju. So it makes people think that maybe this is a genetic experiment that Lex Luthor is working on. I think he's going to be very interested in Kryptonian genetics, because if Ultraman in this movie ends up becoming a Superman clone like we're all thinking, well, maybe this is another thing that whatchamacallit, that Lex Luthor was working on, right? Is making clones and whatnot of Superman, and then he ended up making this monster. I also saw another great theory that I was like, dude, if this happens, that probably would work. People were saying, because this happens in the comics, Lex Luthor likes to, bash Superman's reputation. What if after this fight, and we saw Superman in this glass, which I love that shot where he's like beating through, let me see if I can find the exact shot, where Superman is in glass right here, stuck and imprisoned. People are saying, what if while Superman is imprisoned and stuck, Lex Luthor then puts Ultraman in a Superman costume and has Superman do bad things around the city to ruin his reputation? That is stuff that actually happens in the comics. Lex Luthor would actually do that. He is like fed propaganda to Metropolis that Kryptonians were like, colonizing planets and were these big evil aliens. I can see him doing that kind of stuff. That would be kind of cool, and they would play into the evil Superman trope. So I don't know. I'm there, man. Lex, generational hater. It's been nice to see people be happy with all this. Um, I'm curious about you guys about the reception. If you show, like, this is a trailer that you show family members. Like, this is a trailer that your dad probably texted you going, "Did you see the Superman trailer?" I know my dad called me up. He was like, "I saw your video. Gotta lay off the food, Chris." Yes, papi. I know, papi. Okay, papi. También te quiero, papi. Okay. Bye, papi. That's how that conversation went. So I want to know from you guys your impact and what you think of this trailer. All these theories, let me know. But continuing with the DC universe,